Hey, beautiful people. Hope you all are doing very well. Welcome back to the Young and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host, Sil, and I really want to talk about Showing Your Work, right? Showing Your Work. It's a book by Austin Kleon. That's a book. I haven't read it, but I saw the title today based on what I'm doing right now. So I'm working on publishing books. And I was just looking at books and I saw the one from Austin Kleon. And I remember that I was watching a YouTube video by Ali. I forgot his other name, but he's very popular. He's in the UK. Ali, he does amazing videos. And he was talking about putting yourself out there, that you cannot wait for a perfect time. And he talked about serendipity. Sorry, I'm trying to say that word. And he said that once you start to put yourself out there, you will meet like-minded people. And you're going to, make some great friends along the line. You're going to make enemies, of course. But it's very important that you put yourself out there, because the internet has made the world a tiny, tiny globe. And once you start putting your work out there, irrespective of how horrible it may be, it is absolutely crucial to understand that only when you start to do something will you perfect it. And I can guarantee that it is 1,000% true, if anything as such exists. Yeah, there is, because in the stock market, stocks go up 3,000, 4,000%. So it is infinity% true that when you start to do something, you only get better at it. So very, very, fairly recently, I heard about low content books, right? But people have been doing this for years, 10 years. When Amazon broke the rules and brought in their Kindle Direct Publishing, they're making a lot of progress now. There's the publishing paperback books. You can publish ebooks. You can publish, and under ebook, they've made KDP Select. There's just so many niches that Amazon, or marketplaces or opportunities that Amazon is creating. So I didn't know about these things, I just found out, and I was like, okay, let me have a look at this. It looks like something that I'm very passionate about, because I was already thinking about publishing my own personal books based on my own personal experiences, which I believe that people need, information that I believe that people need. And God has really put it in my heart to put out these books, because I think that it's going to be impactful in one little way or the other. And who am I to disobey the Holy Spirit? So, in my quest, or in my search, or my research on how to write a good book, I came across all this. The universe started to align and to come together for my good. Can you believe it? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. While I was on YouTube, I was on Google, doing all this research on how to write a good book. That's how the internet started suggesting things to me that were in alignment to what I was looking for. And that's how I came across Kindle Direct Publishing. Wow, it was a mind-blowing experience. That time, when I came across that YouTube video, I was like, boom. This is it. And I've just been binge watching videos upon videos. And on the last video I was watching, this YouTube ad actually popped up. So when the ad popped up, and this is how I got my coaching last year, I was listening to a lot of books on personal development. I was listening to a lot of YouTube videos on how to be productive with your time management, and all those things. And my coach at the time, she popped up in a YouTube ad. 99.9% of the times, I'll just skip the ad, especially when it kicks off in a boring manner or in an unrelated topic. But that day, when my coach popped up, I knew that I had to click, to go and register and hear what the course or her course was about, which I am eternally grateful. Thanks to that course, I keep saying it and I will say it until my last breath. That course opened my universe. It just opened the universe to me and put the world in my palm. Like, there is absolutely nothing that I cannot think about, that I can think about that I cannot venture into, right? Practically nothing. That's what I took out of that course. And thanks to that course, I started this podcast. I started blogging. In fact, after I finished that course, I created my website on my own. I didn't go on Fiverr. I didn't even know about Fiverr. I created my website on my own by watching a course online, free online course by Pat Flynn, and I created my website based on his teaching. Okay, that's an aside. While I was watching this video on how to really kickstart my KDP journey, this ad popped up and it was from Sophie. And apparently she's been doing this for years and she's built an empire with it. I didn't know her personally, but now I do know her very well. Do you know why? Can you guess how? Well, when her ad came up, I really liked her intro and I liked, our attention spans are really, really, really short nowadays. So whatever you do, make sure that you catch attention really quickly, which is what I did. Which is what Sophie did to me. She caught my attention. So I clicked and I registered for the webinar. When I attended the webinar, I knew I had to do it. It was expensive, guys. This is a course that cost $5,000. So I signed up for the course. Why? Because I'm one of those people who believe in learning, right? In educating yourself and in investing in yourself. I want to invest in myself to learn this knowledge because this knowledge is going to stay with me forever. I can even do my own personal courses on the back of the knowledge that I'm going to get. So this is me investing in myself, just the way I invested in myself on Coach Laura Live's course. I am reinvesting in myself on this business course because I know that I can spend hours upon hours on YouTube watching all these random videos, but I'm not really going to hit the nail on the head than when I go to a course that I pay for, which someone has committed to making sure that I grab the knowledge and I become successful in that area. Two different things. So what I'm here to tell you today is that there is no perfect time to start. When I started on this journey, completely unrelated to anything I've ever done before in my life, what I'm doing right now it's completely unrelated. I sat down, I read on the stuff, I watched videos, I listened to podcasts, and I just sat there. The first time I was so frustrated, kicking, myself in the foot, like I was very anxious. But right now, in 10 minutes, I'm talking about 10 minutes, something that took me a whole day. In fact, it took me 2 days just to be able to figure out how to make the cover of a book and get it accepted by Amazon KDP. 2 days, 48 hours. Right now, it takes 10 minutes for me to do it. 10 minutes. Can you imagine? 10 minutes from 2 days. I sit behind the computer and in 10 minutes, I've published a low content book, a book that can make potential sales of infinite amounts of money. 10 minutes. But you know what? I didn't wait for the perfect time to start. I started exactly where I was with the knowledge I had, with the resources I had. I wasn't on Sophie's course when I started. I found Sophie's course much later. The universe sent the course to me to perfect my skills, and that's what it's doing. I just feel very excited for this new person that I'm becoming. which I believe that you can. Shut out the naysayers. Shut out the people who tell you, oh, it's saturated. Oh, you can't do this. Too many people are doing it. BS. Shut them out. Shut out the noise. Don't let your kids not be an excuse. I've got two myself. And there are times when I'm trying to take a course, or there's times when I'm trying to watch a YouTube video and they're like, Mommy, I want to drink water, Mommy. If sometimes you've listened to my podcast, which I don't care because I am a mom and that's part of me. I don't care. But if my son is banging on the door or trying to come in to ask me for something like water, last time he interrupted my video and I was I was doing a recording of my screen for a YouTube video, and he just barged in and said, Mommy, I'm so thirsty. So I was like, oh gosh, I'm not going to cut this out because, I can't deny the fact that I've got children. I know it's not professional for some people, but some people are going to rock with me because I keep it natural, real. There's not faking it. I'm a mother. So your children should not be an excuse for you not going out and kicking ass and doing what you have to do and fulfilling your work. Like Dr. Miles Monroe said, your work is a purpose for which you are here on earth. Your job is what you wake up and go to temporarily until such a time when you have developed your work enough. So when you wake up in the morning and go to your job between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., Dr. Miles Monroe says that you should work on your work. So you should be working on your work from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. at night before you go to bed. And your job should be temporary in the sense that you're only going to that job knowing that this is something I'm doing right now just to be able to raise some money, to be able to pay the bills while you're working on your work. And your work is your purpose, your raison d'etre, your ikigai. Why are you here? What impact? What's your mission from God? Find out. There's so many resources online on how to find out why you're here, what the value is that God put into you to come and deliver to his children on earth. That's your work. So until that time, you have to try everything within your powers to start. Don't let anything come in your way. Don't let anything. There's no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. I'm not going to give it to you. You can make all the excuses, but what would that get you? Success is hard work. It is persistency. Late nights. What am I saying? That days when I come to bed at midnight, that days when I come to bed at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. I'm still in my little corner at my table doing work. Success is rejections. Success is sacrifices. You're not going to a nightclub. Okay, I'm not going to hang out with you guys. I'm going to stay back and I'm going to do some extra work. There's just 1 hour of work can change your life. 1 hour of sacrifice can change your life. If you decide that every day when you go to your job and you come back, you put 1 hour of dedicated time to your work, it can change your life. The compound effect can kick in and it can change your society, it can change your country. Success is criticism. People will criticize you for what you do, what you say, what you don't say, how you dress, how you don't dress, what you don't write about. People will do that. Success is doubts. Do you have doubts? I have doubts all the time. But you know what? I kick it to the curb. Because if I don't try, there's no way that I'm ever going to know if I would have succeeded. So you know what? I best try. I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it even if my son walks in, making noise in the background. I'm still going to do it. Success is failure. Okay, if you fail, so be what? So bloody what? If you failed, are you the first to fail? You won't be the first and you will never be the last. Ain't no way that's possible. So success is part of failure. Someone told me that failure is little successes. So every time you fail, you learn how to do it. And that's exactly what happened to me when I started these KDP books. I failed for 48 hours. I failed. And every time I failed, that frustration pushed me closer to really getting it. And I got it. I didn't give up because I failed twice or I failed all day for 2 days. I did not give up. I never did. Those failures were my little successes, and now I see the big picture, and it's so beautiful to watch. It's so beautiful to watch how I can do this, pull this off in 10 minutes. I can't even believe it. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus. I'm so grateful for wisdom. I'm so grateful for patience. I'm so grateful for persistency. I'm so grateful for sacrifice. I'm so grateful for failures. Success is risks. You have to be able to take risks. I take risks a lot. In fact, in my stock portfolio, my risk rating is amber, meaning very high. The kind of stocks that I buy are very risky stocks. So there are two ways. Either I lose all of my money or I make a lot of money. I don't like in between. I just don't like those kind of mediocre. I either lose or I win. That's me. That's why when I go into anything, I go all in. That's why I'm buying a course for $5,000 and saying, I'm going to take this course because I want to be at the best possible end of this project. I don't want to be mediocre. If there's anything I'm going to do to be mediocre, nada. I don't want to do it. But if I decide to do anything and I start from where I am, I want to be the possible or the best possible that I can be. I'm going to stop ranting right now, but the takeaway from today's podcast is this. Start exactly where you are right now. Start with what you have. Start with fear. Start with pain. Start with doubt. Start with hands shaking. Start with your voice trembling. Start, and never ever stop. Just keep going. Just keep getting better. Just keep shining. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this made a little bit of sense to you, and I hope and pray that it just shakes something in you, in your mind, in your being. It provokes you to become the best version of yourself, which is my wish. This is why I started this podcast. This is why I talk to you in the middle of the night. This is why anytime that I feel that there's something I need to share that will impact just one person's life, I take my phone and I talk. I may make some grammar mistakes, some pronunciation mistakes. I don't care. Literally, I don't care. As long as you get the message, that's the end goal. Don't forget to join us on all our social media. On YouTube, Young and Independent. On Instagram, Young and Independent 35. On Facebook, Young and Independent People, which is an open group. And we also have a page, Young and Independent Community. And please don't forget to go on the website www.youngandindependent.com. Okay? You will find free material that you can download and that could potentially change your life. A guide to discovering your talent, and 6 business ideas that require zero capital. Go on the website www.youngandindependent.com and download those 2 materials. God bless you. Until next time, please take absolutely good care of yourself. Your body is the temple of God, and make sure you work 9 to 6 or 9 to 5 on your job and 6 to 9 p.m. on your work. God loves you. Cheers.